Hello to you, Mr. How-To Guy.
What's up, John? What are we filming today?
Well, we need to test the Osmo Pocket sound to find the optimal settings.
Okay. So like a sound test, walk-in test?
Yes, we'd like to test what to do to get good sound out the Osmo Pocket.
This should be a good idea. So what are the boundaries of this test?
No boundaries, but we'd like to test what works best on the Osmo Pocket and show the people of YouTube the different settings.
Okay. So Osmo Pocket, sound test, different settings, windy conditions.
Yes, it should be interesting.
Okay, let's get started. Okay, so we're going to test the Osmo Pocket out today. I have my trusty little selfie stick, which I think creates quite a nice angle. We're going to test the Osmo Pocket sound using the generic sound coming out of the device. I'm going to show you how you can set that up right now. Okay, so the first thing to do your sound settings is go to your Pro mode. Make sure that Pro is colored in. Once you've done that, swipe back. Notice at the top left you can click and there's a volume indicator on the bottom right. It goes low, middle and high and auto. We'll start on auto for this test. So even though we know the sound coming out the Osmo Pocket is not that great, I'd like to test the different levels before we actually start using an external lav mic to try and get those settings correctly dialed in. With the sound set to auto, how is it doing? I've also brought the Osmo Action with me. The picture quality should be pretty good, except the Osmo Action's got a huge field of view, 145 degrees. It's a little bit less when you actually use Rocksteady. How is the sound coming out of the Osmo Pocket? It's very, very windy today, so the sound should be pretty horrible. But this is with the sound set to auto, so let's switch the sound out to volume level low and see if you can even hear me. This setting, can you even hear me? How is the sound? Is this the best thing you've ever heard? I needed to boost these levels in DaVinci Resolve. A lot of mid-level sound. Can you even hear me when the thing's set to mid-level? Is it usable? This is the Osmo Pocket on the highest possible internal sound setting. So we're going to test the Osmo Pocket using the RODE Wireless Go. I've set the decimal level on the Osmo Pocket to 18 decibels. Let's see how it goes. Is the RODE Wireless Go picking up a lot of wind? Is this unusable content? It's really bad. If we put them side by side, you can see the difference in field of view. They should be both super stable. How is the sound on 18 decibels on the Osmo Pocket? Contrast detection issues as always. There we go. Brightest time of the day, 12 o'clock. Best time to film a vlog. So I'm assuming the RODE Wireless Go is a lot cleaner in the voice. What do you guys think?
Actually, I have a question.
Go ahead, John.
Why do you always wear a hat?
I mean, it's easy. You don't have to worry about your hair. You just put a hat on. That's all I got for you.
I don't really understand.
That's the best answer I can give you.
When you lose all your hair, that's when you wear a hat.
Thanks, John. Sound coming out of the Osmo Pocket speakers is actually not that bad. The low and the mid levels are not that great, but when you set it to high or auto and it automatically sets the volume level, it's actually pretty usable. And yes, if you use a lavalier microphone like the RODE Wireless Go with this thing, your sound's going to be a little bit fuller, and you can also put this thing in different places and get a little bit creative with your shooting. But I must say the Osmo Action is actually not bad. The picture quality is really good. I always find like the Osmo Pocket sometimes hunts a little bit too much, especially if it's like a dark area, it's got too much contrast, auto detection. The Osmo Action has similar problems, but every now and then this thing just looks fantastic. And I don't know if you noticed that in the picture. What do you think of the field of view of the Osmo Action? Compared to the Osmo Pocket where you need to use a selfie stick to get quite a lot in your scene, this thing's pretty good, and for the price, it's not bad. If you use the Osmo Pocket and you want to vlog with it, just use the auto levels, and you can use high. Maybe if you've got some really bad background noise, I just set it to auto because it's probably smart enough to figure out to block out some of those sounds and those interfering things, like maybe you had some really bad wind noise in the background. Use the Osmo Pocket with the auto levels set. Hope you found this video useful. Subscribe if you haven't, and see you again next time.